Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Silent Core and welcome to another Red Dead video. So today we're going to be going over will Red Dead Redemption 2 or Red Dead 3 come to PC, and also go over some of the rumours of a Red Dead Redemption remastered that's been going around. So first of all, it has been a little bit of a disappointing last few months for a Red Dead fan. You know, we had all these rumours and articles picking up that we're going to have announcements at E3, Gamescom's PlayStation meeting, and we just had no news. We had no news from Rockstar at all, so it's been a little bit dry these past few months. However, with all these major events out of the way, I'm still extremely confident that this game will be announced this year, and it's likely Rockstar will just do this on their newswire. And they could quite easily, drop some big news, like a game announcement on their newswire, and get a huge amount of publicity from all the hype from that. Just like they did for GTA 5 when they first announced GTA 5 on their website. I'm thinking it's going to be very likely we're going to see the same thing for Red Dead Redemption. So before we talk about if the next Red Dead game will come to PC, let's first of all talk about why Red Dead Redemption never came to PC. And apparently it was never planned to come to PC. So Red Dead Redemption was released back in 2010 on Xbox 360 and PS3. It was an absolutely fantastic game for its time. Even playing through again, it's still a fantastic game today. And I could only just imagine how good this game would actually look on PC. So back in 2015, there was an ex-Rockstar Games employee called Roberts Mania, and he was streaming on his personal Twitch account. And on his Twitch account, he openly says he's an ex-Rockstar employee. He said he worked at Rockstar San Diego, which was the studio that worked on Red Dead Redemption. He said he was the lead multiplayer designer on that game, and spent also some of his time working on the Midnight Club series. Now, during one of his Twitch streams, quite a few of his viewers were asking him questions, and one of the questions was why Red Dead Redemption never made it to PC, and his response was actually quite interesting. So he replied to that question saying, "I don't think there was ever an intention to have a PC version of Red Dead Redemption, and I was actually super shocked that they did a PC version of Grand Theft Auto 5. He also added that the game was developed on a Win32 PC environment, and the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 versions were always the ones the studio intended to release." And he ended this by saying, "To the best of my recollection, we never seriously talked about optimizing Red Dead Redemption for PC." There's also another member of the community called Ash735 that claims to be an ex-employee of Rockstar, and judging from all the information that they know when they post online, it's quite believable that they were an ex-employee. So Ash made this post on NeoGAF in response to someone that asked why didn't Rockstar release Red Dead Redemption for PC, and they went through talking about the Rage engine that Rockstar uses to make their games. So they talk about Rage ERB2 that they made Grand Theft Auto 4 on, and then also the upgraded version, the Rage ERB3 that they made Max Payne 3 and GTA 5 and GTA 5 Online on. Now Rockstar San Diego actually used a kind of hybrid combination between ERB2 and ERB3 to make Red Dead Redemption. Ash also states that the code for that was a complete mess and changes were made daily without being documented during development, and as such no PC version of the code was ever made, as they strictly focused getting the game on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, making the game stable. Ash also goes on to say the only way Rockstar could do a remaster of Red Dead Redemption is if they took the game itself and transferred it over to ERB3 and then ported it to PC, which would in turn allow PS4 and Xbox One versions too. But to salvage that mess of a code and actually put that amount of work into it would be a lot of man hours. And they also say it's not because they hate PC gamers or anything like that, it's just because of the game code is such a mess. He's surprised it even got stable on Xbox 360 and PS3. If you look at the assets yourself, you can see things like audio and textures thrown in last minute and not packed in the archives properly, etc. That's just a few examples of what happened to the game right up to release. So from what it sounds like, the coding in Red Dead Redemption was a bit of a mess that caused a lot of problems in development. Now, as you'll see from the gameplay on screen, I've actually been playing through Red Dead Redemption again, and when it came to Xbox One as backwards compatible, and I've also been playing through the DLC Undead Nightmare. And if any of you guys have played Undead Nightmare recently, oh my god, this game is an absolute mess right now. Even the single player, so it's not even a multiplayer or to blame on any hackers, but the single player of Undead Nightmare is almost unplayable right now. It has some absolutely horrendous issues. If any of you guys have tried to play this game recently, it's just almost completely unplayable. There's zombies running around without heads. There's in the graveyards where you have to clean zombies, they just spawn unlimitedly, and that means that the boss zombie won't spawn, meaning you can't even clear that graveyard, so that means you can't even pass certain missions. There's just a whole host of different issues that are going on with Undead Nightmare right now. And I actually made a post about this on the Red Dead Redemption Reddit about these issues I was having, and apparently this has gone on for quite a while, and in fact it's gone on since the last Undead Nightmare patch, and the only way to play without these issues is to remove the patch from your console to be able to play Undead Nightmare properly. So given all the complications with this Red Dead Redemption coding, I think it's safe to assume that producing a remaster would be too much development time, and it would be time much better spent put into developing the next Red Dead title. So with all these websites reporting on a remaster, I really wouldn't get your hopes up, guys. I don't think this is very likely at all. So next up, let's talk about GTA 5 coming to PC. So GTA 5 on PC didn't come without its own problems. This game was actually delayed on 3 different occasions, and it was eventually released 5 months after the PS4 and Xbox One versions. Another thing to consider is that GTA on PC isn't as popular as you might actually think. According to Steam Spy, only 5 million players own GTA 5 on Steam, compared to the over 60 million on the other platforms. However, this doesn't take into consideration the people who bought GTA 5 on PC from other outlets that won't be included in these Steam stats. And you also kind of have to take into consideration that GTA 5 didn't come out on PC until a year and a half after the console versions, so Xbox 360 and PS3. So a lot of people had already played the game already by the time it came to PC, so that could have been a reason for people not buying it again on PC. But with all that being said, I think it's quite likely we'll see the next Red Dead game coming to PC. You know, PC versions tend to add to the longevity of games with extra mods and extra features, and not to mention with just the success of GTA Online, all the money that's being made from shark cards right now, it's safe to assume that we're going to have a Red Dead Online. I think it's going to have its own set of microtransactions, and I think excluding PC players would be a big part of the audience to exclude from that. So by making a PC version, they're adding this whole new player base that can be buying shark cards in the next Red Dead Online game. And when I say shark cards, I mean whatever they're going to be called in the Red Dead game. Maybe gold bars or gold cards. So let me know in the comments if you guys would like to play the next Red Dead game on PC, or are you going to be picking it up on console? Or let's be honest, we'll probably end up buying it on both. If you guys watched this video all the way to the end, I'd appreciate if you could leave it a thumbs up. It's only a couple of clicks. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I'll be keeping you guys up to date with everything Red Dead towards this game's announcement and towards its release date. Have yourselves an awesome day, and I'll catch you in the next video.